they just not become my students, but they're my kids. They become part of me, and I want them to pass on what I felt about judo so they can continue on like a legacy, and they can continue teaching others. Falling and getting back up, and not to give up. And at the end, you're gonna be like, you worked hard and you fell on your face, but it's how you get back up.
On today's judo adventure, we're going to Houston, Texas to visit West Lake Judo Club. There, we'll get to see Sensei Javier Garriga and his club full of highly competitive judoka. The journey from Lafayette to Houston was a fun one, with beautiful drives seeing the crawdad farms.
Qu'est-ce? Look at Master Yorokano. Kano Shihanit Rick.
Hey, I'm Mitchell Hewitt. What's your name, sir?
Sensei Javier Garriga.
Sensei
Good coach.
Javier.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, what's your position here, sir?
I am head sensei. I happen to own West Lake Judo. I've had it for like close to 25 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been a while. It's just a way of life, you know. So I try to teach that to kids so they can pass it on, and once they dedicate themselves to this, you know, they can keep on doing it. You know, it's something they could do for life to stay in good shape, good mental and physically. Yeah.
Well, and with that, you've had players go to all levels from the circuit. We currently have your club currently has players on the circuit, college level, all sorts of.
They've been at Worlds. You know, we had a heavyweight, Mackenzie Williams. She was a heavyweight that went to Worlds. My daughter Isabella went to Junior Worlds. She was 7th, and then also she went to the Collegiate World. She was also Woman of the Year in college, university, as a judoka. She had a scholarship. So she's been almost in every continent.
So what's your favorite part about coaching, sir?
I think my favorite would be how I interact with the kids, how they just not become my students, but they're my kids. They become part of me, and I want them to pass on what I felt about judo so they can continue on like a legacy, and they can continue teaching others. What I want them to be, not just good competitors, but also good senseis, good teachers with common sense, you know, and with love to the art of judo and to the human beings that they're creating. What I'm trying to say is that I want these little kids to be men and women who have self-confidence, who are go-getters, you know, and they have a love of just not judo but life. Judo, when you do judo, you have such a great attitude inside and outside the dojo. You know, that's what I want to create out of these kids, you know.
And that was something I saw during the training. It was, hey, you know, if you're doing it wrong, you don't, you know, what do they say? You know, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
I want you to fall. Yeah, I want you to fall and get back up, and keep on falling and getting back up, and not to give up. And at the end, you're gonna be like, you worked hard and you fell on your face, but it's how you get back up and do it again until it comes out. And that's what the feeling you get of you conquered something. You know what I mean? You just not give up. You never know what your best is. You don't say, hey, you did your best. No.
Yeah.
Your body and your heart and soul can do so much more than what you can, but you have to take it to the edge as a little kid, and then get back up and get back on that mat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense.
And that's the way, the same thing when going to work, to drive, everything, school, every time overcome. Never be a victim.
Yeah.
And if things happen to you, you take that and you learn from it and you grow from it and take it to teach others. That's what I'm trying to incur in these children, so they could be self-reliant, self-sufficient. you do need other people in the world, but if you're not, you carry other people so they can stand up strong and be confident. You gotta live every day like it's your last day, and just juice that day, you know.
Well, thank you for
Remember
that. I appreciate that.
right.
Now, another question I have, and I've been driving around the southeastern U.S. so far,
Yeah.
and I've been talking to different clubs about the growth of
Yeah,
judo
yeah.
or the decline of judo, if you
Yeah.
want to think about it. Is judo growing here in Houston?
It is growing, and I think there for a while it was collapsing, but I think COVID and things that saw parents say, hey, we need to go out and help these kids outgrow this, is to put them out there and let these people like the senseis in soccer, they have to experience falling, breaking a leg, stand back up and put a cast on it, and you're not gonna die, because we almost died at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But before that, it was like, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. You can quit. Not anymore. I've always said parents to me are the kids' worst enemy, because they'll tell them, oh, you don't have to do it. You did your best. Here's a second trophy for showing up. No, you lost. You lost. Now you need to win that trophy. You need to win. You need to earn it. In life, you have to earn it. It cannot be given, because then you don't appreciate it. And I think this COVID thing, now we're growing. A lot of my kids that have grown have gone to jiu-jitsu places, and now they're teaching judo. I want them to go to different places and start teaching judo, stand-up, and let them feel how good it feels when you're so technical, throwing somebody and controlling the top. And this year we have a competition. It went from 200 5 years ago. Every year it grew 50 to 75. This year it grew 100. Went from 350 to 420 competitors.
Wow.
In Sugarland. Now we're gonna do it bigger next year. We need to get a bigger venue. But that's to tell me, and I saw all these kids that I had when we were young teaching in other schools. I don't have a problem, because that's what I want. I want to spread this awesome thing. Discipline is not that I want to do it, I want to stay, but discipline is getting up every morning. Even if I don't want to do it, I do it. I don't want to go to work, I do it. Because that's discipline. And you have to earn your keep in your life. You have to earn the love of your wife. Earn the respect of your kids. Every day you don't stop trying to earn living. And judo teaches you that.
But take the risk, take the chances, put
Yeah.
yourself out there.
Yeah.
No, it makes complete
A
sense.
lot of kids butt. No, the only butt you have is the one you sit on. Butt is a question mark. Because how about if I get in a car and something happens to you, then you'll never get in a car. Then you'll never drive. How about if I break a leg? That's neither here or there. Life is tough. Life is a bully. That's how we get strong. In school I was like the bully kid. All my little friends call me, man, I remember you get in front of those 8th graders, we're like 5th graders, and you're like, come on, you need to come through me. But that made them get strong too, because they learned from others. I would get whooped, but I would still go until they would get tired. Man, what's wrong with this?
And that's I think the difficult part about judo. It's
you
one
have
of
to
those
get on
where
the mat.
you have to get on the mat. You have to take the falls. You look at sports like BJJ and other ones where, it's kind of easy. It's kind of soft on the
we're
body.
on the-
You can kind of
We'll
roll
roll,
around.
No, in judo there's no time, and you mostly.
I mean, I remember taking kata guruma for the kata, and I mean, you're up there, you're 6 feet up, and then boom,
you make a mistake, you lose. That's it. You have to live with that for 3 or 4 months, and you get back on the mat and you redeem yourself. But you work hard to get back on the mat, and sometimes it's bittersweet. I'd rather lose because I lost fighting and not just sitting there. I made a mistake. I want you to attack, and make a mistake, and lose, then make a mistake and not trying nothing, because that mistake is going to turn into something positive.
Yeah, play to win, not play to not lose.
Exactly.
That makes complete sense. Now, my next question for you, sir, is you talked a little bit about some of the BJJ stuff, but then also this mental grit and fortitude. And
And don't take me wrong, I like BJJ, and I'm a black belt.
Oh,
but,
well, and that's actually
yeah.
where my next question was
Yeah.
going to come from. What do you think a path forward for growth, and not just competitive growth for judo in the Olympics and the Worlds,
Yeah.
but also just growth as a community and growth for people to see judo and know, like, hey, it's judo, like, let's do
Yeah.
it. What do you think a
I
path
think-
forward could be for
I
judo?
think like jiu-jitsu really came from stand-up and judo, and
Yeah, absolutely.
some federations are using that as you need to stand and bring somebody down, and that's the way it should be, and not just drag your butt. Because I think jiu-jitsu is beautiful. It's like newaza, all right. You're also working, but you're working nice and tight and always looking for a mistake of that person or that mistake that she's gonna do. It's about being efficient and not just posting up. It's just getting there and get you something. Because in judo, if they see you post up, mate, stand back up.
Yep.
So I love the ground, but I stay busy on the ground. My sensei Tomita, he was a wrestler, and he would teach us. On Wednesday we had that's why I have one day for newaza, because we're very technical, and our jiu-jitsu guys learned how to fight heavy and not just on the back. And on the back is always the look to roll and get on top.
Now, this is my last question. What future goals do you have for your club here in Houston?
My future goal is that if my daughter right now, she's trying to go get the Olympics. She went to Texas A&M, she had a scholarship at Texas A&M doing judo and good grades, and she's a biomedical. So when her dream right now, she graduated, but her dream is that she's gonna take these years off to try to make the Olympic team and the world team. And then once she does that, then she's gonna go to become a doctor. But come here to Houston and help me get this bigger. Eventually we're gonna get this side of the warehouse, and we're gonna start doing I had another, before COVID, we had another place, and we used to do educational competitions and invite other clubs and teach them how to compete and learn the rules in jiu-jitsu. And I would let them more on the ground and then stand them up. And it was educational, so it wasn't like the first ippon. No, we had 4 ippons.
Oh, wow.
Because we didn't want to finish. I want them to learn. Because a kid comes and hasn't been stand up, and they go get another kid and throw, it's done.
Yeah.
And what's he gonna learn?
Yeah, you see, like the little
Exactly.
toddler judo, which is different for them, but they do an ippon and they don't even know
and
the
I say,
match is
hey,
over.
ippon, but here's 2 ippons or 3 ippons. You know what I mean? So, and then the referees explains when they do something wrong.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to do. Eventually, educate more and make these senseis at jiu-jitsu places USA certified judo coaches. So they just not teach jiu-jitsu, they can teach judo.
Yeah.
And
Makes sense.
Yeah, make them feel comfortable and more, and that'll bring more people to. Even though I have a great job and I do this because of the love, this only pays for this.
Yeah.
My kids, but my job pays for my house and for the rest. And I can do that. But I know a lot of people just do this. So by doing a judo class, and that's going to help them more. I can understand they need to also make money. Life is good. And I definitely appreciate you coming here.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all letting me come in and point my camera around.
This passes along. Other people learn some more stuff, from here or what I got to say. It could touch somebody or not, or even the way you teach judo with passion. Even though my gout and my meniscus is gone, but I'm still just take some Tylenol and ibuprofen and keep on rocking.
Yeah, the judo candy.
Yeah. I turned 60 this year, and it's been pretty tough. But I'm still in the world team. I still go out there. I still try. Because you have to.
Yeah.
Life is really short, and I just want to make sure that I do everything that is possible to love and absorb all of it. You know what I mean? So I can teach, so kids can see that in me.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, sir.
Hey, thank you.
It's been a blessing. God bless you, my brother.
Thank you.
And I hope you come back and visit.
Absolutely, I would love to come back.
I want to see you in competitions now. All right.
Yes.
Good. Hey, look, I need everybody. All right, good skate. Look at Master Locano. Locano Shiani Grid. Left foot back. Respect towards the mat. Look at Yuka. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Good job, right? Tuesday, were you?